Monifah, I wish you died in your sleep. Anyway, so anybody remember the video that Monifah did where she was counting money, talking about cracking cards? Well, let's talk about a specific article that deals with a rapper in Chicago and a cracking cards ring. Let's get through it. Chicago police arrest rapper and 28 other... I gotta get my creepy voice on. Chicago police arrest rapper and 28 others for cracking cards. Group accused of stealing millions from the bank after using video clips and social media to promise car owners easy riches. 29 people in the Chicago area have received federal and state indictments for their alleged involvement in a bank fraud scheme that was conducted over social media for several years. Has cost financial institutions millions of dollars in losses. Authorities say some of those arrested were Chicago gang members who used a wide range of social networks, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, to post homemade rap videos that served to both flaunt spoils of their success and to recruit victims. One of those arrested, the Chicago rapper Kevin Ford, 26, who records under the name Badman Kevo, and who is best known for his song Baller and Me, featuring controversial drill rapper Chief Keef. He also had fall tour dates with the Chicago speed rapper Twista. Court documents say Ford used social media sites to flaunt his riches. He often posted images of himself counting money or wearing named apparel like Gucci and used pictures of a Maserati he owned to convince others to participate in his scheming. Ford is also accused of printing counterfeit checks and posting a threat to law enforcement on his Facebook wall. While the method to lure victims is new, the scheme called cracking cards on the street is an updated twist of identity theft, but where the victims are often willing participants. According to authorities, conspirators use social media and other methods to advertise quick cash returns in exchange for debit cards and PIN numbers. Once obtained, they would deposit fraudulent checks into the account through ATMs. Within hours, they would then withdraw the funds at another ATM, currency exchange, or a point of sale terminal at a local store such as Walmart. The banks identified in a 3-year investigation that Citibank, U.S. Bank, J.P. Morgan Chase, and Bank of America did not learn of those losses until after the money was withdrawn. The majority of the defendants are from the south side of Chicago and other from the nearby border communities in Indiana and downstate Illinois. All were arrested and faced various federal charges and bank fraud. Among other charges, 16 of the defendants faced the possibility of 30 years in prison and $1 million fine each. None of those recruited have been charged. For the defendants, including Ford, were members of the Rack Boys, a hip-hop crew that created rap songs that overtly reference cracking cards and were often pictured on YouTube videos holding, I can't see that word, holding wads of cash and wearing t-shirts, Iblazones, I don't know the word, forgive me, with their crew name. They would then send private messages to those followers, encouraging them to participate in the scheme. Other members of the crew arrested are Cortez Stephen, 24, of Griffin, Indiana, Stephen Gardner, 23, of Portage, Indiana, and Mikhail Smalley, 21, of Chicago. If you want to make $1,900, all you have to do is open up a Citibank account, and they will give you a temporary card. We would be able to do it the next day. From time you get the cards, you could do it. You could do this every week. No bullshit. That was funny how I said that. Hit me back ASAP. Authorities say Ford wrote in one message. The crew produced videos for songs like For the Money and Money Bag that advertised easy riches through the images of expensive jewelry, clothing, cars, and stacks of cash. Chicago police have long said that the gang members use social media to recruit new members and brag about their activities. In 2012, they said the police were incorporating Twitter and Facebook monitoring into their proactive audits of gang members. Jens Ludwig, director of Chicago Crime Lab at the University of Chicago, said gang communication has increasingly migrated from graffiti tagging in neighborhoods to social media, which aided law enforcement tracking their activities. Oh my goodness. What was this? Okay. Sorry about that. But there could be unintended consequences when messages online were interpreted in deeper meaning than was intended. Ford attorney Scotty King told the Chicago Tribune, there goes that newspaper and news article, people again. There they go, Chicago Tribune. That his client was a rapper and that the fantasies in his lyrics did not mean he led a life of crime. I don't know if the government has ever listed a rap song, but they're typically not describing a Cub Scout meeting, he said. Social media makes their back and forth more visible, which has the upside of making it a little easier for the police to monitor. But it has the downside of making things potentially more antagonistic, he says. No one at this point really understands the net effect of this changing social media environment. Cracking cards, better get your moves up. Monifah, the evil bitch, is on the lurk. So for those that don't know about cracking cards, you have learned and you have been warned. Check it in, check it out.